Morning. Taking a different route to work this morning because apparently Google says this is cheaper and at roughly the same speed, though I don't think the same frequency. But it is surprising anytime the Thames link is cheaper than taking a bus and a tube. But hey, this is the mysteries of London transport. Going into the office. Honestly, the last month has not been great on the game dev side, mostly because I've had some split attention. I've been starting doing some PlayStation work for 20% of my time. But the real reason is, split attention really, because we got pulled away to do some trailer work and then some other stuff. And in the process, there was a memory corruption thing I was tracking down. Tracked it down eventually. But in the process of tracking it down, I had to move some code to a more strict typing system. And in that process, one of the algorithms had a line missed. And the algorithm is a very simple algorithm. It's a backtracing algorithm, if you know what that is. It's basically a way of tree traversal, sort of a depth first tree search, if you will. But the algorithm becomes extremely complicated when you start optimizing it for memory usage, for cache lines, and you do a lot of cool tricks to basically mean it goes boom, boom, very, very fast. And in that, a very simple algorithm becomes a little bit more complicated. And I thought the problem was much higher up because that algorithm calls into functions to sort of decide what next step to take. And that looked like where the problem was. And I was debugging that for like a week, 2 weeks. It was a while. And then eventually I was like, classic printing out on paper, writing down steps, doing memory analysis, having the logger print everything out, using RAD debugger, going through everything. And I'm like, why are you making this choice? And then I was like, no, okay, let's simplify this. Let's go to the brute force, go through every option, which is really slow. But I was like, let's do that because that is guaranteed to work. It didn't work. And then I was like, what? And very, very quickly, I found the one line that was missing and everything fell into place. And 2 weeks of my life was wasted. I mean, initially the memory bug had to be fixed. The memory bug did have to be fixed. There was a heap of corruption thing it was annoying. It's part of all this code to make things go fast enough for VR. But yeah, it's bad code on my side, really. It's honestly what we're dealing with is a coding mistake on my part. And, you expect to make mistakes, you expect to track them down and fix them. But you don't expect to make bigger mistakes while fixing them.